Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dan. I want to address you on an issue that has been troubling all of us around the world. But more importantly, I want to start with what is happening right here in Kenya. Now, you might wonder why I talk of Kenya. It's because I'm a Kenyan, and we have a right to speak out when we see something that we don't necessarily agree with. In particular, in Kenya, I want to address the issue of Luhya Unity. A few days ago, our senior citizens started going around the country in the name of uniting the Luhya community. I want you to know something. Some of these things need, I think we need to think through before we do anything of the sort, because for very many years, some of these people have been around, and there is nothing they can show, that they have ever done before. Now, in the name of going around to unite these people, the so-called lawyers, they are in particular looking for jobs for a particular class of people. And that is why we decided, as those of us who are 45 years and below, we decided we want to come together because we believe we also have a part to play. The issue of, you see, the lawyer community is composed of about 18 sub-tribes. If we are going to say that only one or two or three people go around and purport to unite and to make it worse, these are people who have been around for over 50 years. Most of them have been around long enough. This is something they could have done long ago. The fact is they have consistently failed to do so. What makes you think this time around they are going to succeed? Personally, I don't believe they will, and that is why I, together with a few other Kenyans who think like me, decided to come together and say that we also have a place to play. We have a role to play in this conversation concerning Luhya Unity. We are saying we cannot be left behind anymore. We have been left behind very many times. This time we want to be part of the conversation, and our conversation is not based on who gets what job. We know most of the politicians, especially when it comes to a few months or a year or so before the presidential election, they come together and pretend to care for us too much. But what we discovered is they only come because they need our votes. For how long are we going to continue allowing them to use us as a stepping stone to power? Don't we have people in the lawyer community who can also stand up and be counted? Well, our mothers never gave birth to children who can stand up and say, I'm also capable. This is what is troubling most of us. And it is for this reason that we are standing up now and saying, enough is enough. We want to be part of that conversation. If there is anything that the president or whoever is in charge wants to share, even if it is Mzee Atwole himself, we respect him as an elder. But he cannot continue doing things without involving us. We are the greatest stakeholders in this thing. We have children who need us, who need our support at this time. What does he have to say about going for the meeting at his home and proposing that they get jobs for two individuals, Cyrus Jirongo and the Honorable Marende? Are they the only lawyers that deserve to be given jobs? And there are young people who have families to take care of, who also need these opportunities. Just this afternoon, a very educated, a young man, I'd say a young man, because of the COVID-19 effect, he lost his income. He used to operate a school in Kayole. He lost, the school was closed. He moved to Nakuru and decided to start a business. It collapsed. This is an educated Kenyan who deserves a chance like anyone else. Why are we not looking at these people who are really in need and supporting them, even if it means giving one or two people who deserve a job? Is it a must that we always go back to those old names that we are used to? These are the questions I want you to think about. It is time we change the way we do things in this country. It is time for you as a young person to stand up and be counted. We don't need to say anymore that politics is for those other people. Who are those other people? If you refuse to participate in politics, you end up with bad leadership. And that is the biggest problem that we have as a community. So I want to encourage you, looking at me now, I want to encourage you today. You need to stop thinking that politics belongs to kina so and so. You need to participate. You need to play your role. You need to oversight those people. The reason there is too much corruption is because we don't care. We say that hiyo ni ya serikali. Who is serikali if you are not concerned? You don't care about who gets into that office. So even if they stuff the money in their pockets, they misuse your resources, there is nothing you will do, because I don't even know what to say. And I'm tired of these people who keep saying politics is a dirty game. It is dirty because you think you are so clean, you cannot get involved. So it ends up attracting those who are not very qualified to be there. And especially I want to maybe address a bit something about professionals. It is good to be a professional. But for how long are you also going to suffer looking for a job just because of that corrupt leader that you let to be put in office, when you should have stood up to be counted yourself? So even as we go through these COVID issues, ladies and gentlemen, I want to request you today to sit and reflect. Think about what you can do as you to make a difference, a positive difference in our politics. I could have said more, but I think this will do for now. Please think about this. You have a role to play. Do your part. Thank you, and God bless you. God bless Kenya.